With the 5-year anniversary of the Vietnam War approaching this weekend, we on 123 News revisited the tragic event that reshaped America. On our first segment, we rewatched interviews with some soldiers from the war to honor their bravery and patriotism. Afterwards, we have a trivia game where members of our audience answer Vietnam War questions with a grand prize of $10,000. The following interviews were conducted throughout the war. We sent reporters there every few months to update our knowledge of the soldiers' points of view. While we were there, we asked what they were carrying with them, as we are interested in what significant items different people bring to the war.
Hello, this is reporter Claire. I am here in Vietnam, about to interview Tim O'Brien. Hello, sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Many young men were drafted to war during the 1960s. Could you explain some of your first reactions when you were drafted to the war? And is there anything you could do to cope with the post-traumatic stress of the Vietnam War?
Well, I remember it like it was a gloomy day. I was forced to go to war, and words cannot express the horror of not being able to live a normal life with our loved ones back at home. Being a soldier is tough, and being able to see the light in the midst of the darkness and death is almost impossible. I wanted to run away to Canada. Everything was unnecessary. However, I began to develop a habit of writing these stories about the Vietnam War because I believe it should be remembered. These burdens and experiences from war will always be carried with me in these stories. I will constantly write as a way of coping with my painful memories.
Go ahead.
Thank you for sharing. That must have been very unfortunate for you, but we are here today to honor you for the sacrifices you have made for this country. You are always remembered, and thank you for sharing your stories that bring back the importance of the Vietnam War. This is Claire Roth reporting live from Vietnam. This is Claire Roth reporting live from Vietnam again. Here is Jimmy Cross. Hello, Jimmy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is there anyone you miss who is back home?
Well, I miss Martha so much. She's back home in the United States, and now I hope she's okay. I always think about her while I'm out of the fields because I miss her so much.
Thank you for sharing. Did you want to go to war, or were you forced by the draft?
Honestly, I never really cared about this war. I'm here more because I have to be, and it scares me. I wish I was back home with Martha instead.
What makes you stay faithful, especially since the outcome of the war is possibly not going to be good for the U.S.?
I am very religious. I look up to Jesus Christ. I try to live like him.
And for my final question of today, what do you carry?
I'm keeping a picture of Martha and a cross because these are what keeps me going whenever I look at them.
Thank you for sharing, Jimmy.
Thank
Hope
you.
to see you again. Hello, this is Claire Roth reporting live again from Vietnam. Here is Mark Fossey. Hello, Mark.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, I saw you and a girl on the camp, and I was just wondering, who is she?
That's Marianne, my fiance. I shipped her out here about 3 months ago. We got engaged and are currently planning our wedding.
Very nice, very nice. And how does Marianne feel about Vietnam and the war?
Surprisingly, she really likes it out here. The other day, she went out on an ambush without a gun.
That's very courageous of her. What else is she doing to help you guys out?
A while back, we had 4 casualties come in and Marianne had no trouble tending to them. She learned how to shoot morphine and repair arteries.
Well, that is great for you. It must be nice to have someone like her around.
Yes, but I'm actually planning on sending her back home for a while. Vietnam is a crazy place and I think she needs some distance.
One last question. What do you carry?
Well, you know, the necessities like ammo, weapons, gauze, all that stuff. But specifically for me, I carry a photo of Marianne, a couple letters, and other sentimental things.
That seems very necessary. Thank you, Mark,
Thank
for
you.
sharing.
No problem.
This is Claire Roth reporting live from Vietnam again. So now that we've finished all the reports, here's a nice commercial break.
Pet rocks. They're there for you when no one else is.
Get yours now. They grow to full size.
Only 20 cents at your nearest department store.
Use this toilet paper for your cleaning purposes, for for whatever it is. If you want this, call 966-432-3967. Oh yeah!
Welcome to the amazing trivia game show. In this game, 3 competitors will fight to answer as many questions as they can correctly. The final winner will take home a $10,000 prize. If you would like to be on the show next, you can call 555-255-3545. Our 3rd, 23rd, and 33rd callers will be on our next segment. Good luck, everyone. First, we'll be introducing our contestants. First, we have Claire Roth.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Ellen O.
Hey there.
Okay, our first category is leaders of the Vietnam War. What South Vietnamese leader was assassinated by his own generals in 1963? A. Pol Pot, B. Le Duc Thu, C. Ngo Dinh Diem, or D. Ho Chi Minh?
Pol Pot.
That is incorrect.
What?
No damn.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes!
Question number 2. Which U.S. president came up with Vietnamization? A. Dwight D. Eisenhower, B. John F. Kennedy, C. Lyndon B. Johnson, or D. Richard Nixon?
Richard Nixon.
That is correct.
Yes!
1 point for Claire. Our second category is the anti-war movement. What were 2 groups that were opposed to the war from the get-go? A. College students and hippies, B. Housewives and children, C. Fast food workers and truck drivers, or D. Politicians and rabble-rousers?
College students and hippies.
That is correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn
Good job,
it.
Claire. Question number 2. What group educated others about the disturbing effects of the war? A. Anti-war youth group, B. Students for a Democratic Society, C. People for Peace, or D. Peace Pilots?
Students for a Democratic Society.
That is correct.
Oh yeah!
Yes, that is correct.
Yes!
We are now on to our third and final category, which is causes of the Vietnam War. What did the Truman Doctrine argue? A. U.S. should support containment. B. Free slaves owned by farmers. C. States could be independent from federal government. Or D. Ho Chi Minh could gain control of the South.
A. U.S. should support containment.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Ellen is in the lead.
Excuse me.
Okay, we are now on our final question. All of the following were involved in the Vietnam War except A. France, B. Soviet Union, C. China, or D. Thailand? Claire.
France.
No.
Oh, what?
Thailand.
That is correct.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Ellen is now the
Winner!
winner.
Oh my God.
Introducing our winner, Ellen O. She won by 2 points.